Like, Clarion's the type of character that's able to dominate a mid space very well, but one thing that she struggles with, and I feel especially so in this matchup, is how effectively is she going to be able to kill off edge guards?
Yeah, and I mean, that's one of the key things, because she can't go off as far as other characters just because of the resources she has for her recovery. So it's going to be on Bagel to be able to mix up how he's getting back to the stage in order to avoid those edge guards. But for Bagel to be able to control the match, what do you think he's going to need to do against Clarion?
I feel like just making sure that ice is everly present. Now, I know that's a very base comment to make about any and all Etalus players, but it's really important to be able to have that ability to either put yourself in armor or to be able to maneuver yourself freely.
Absolutely. I mean, one of the biggest ways to deal with disjoints is to be able to build up speed, but looks like we're going to have speed on both ends, with Ori actually being chosen here by SBS.
All right, I think this is a solid enough character to pick into Etalus because you still have that notion of speed, but now you have a character that is most certainly going to have the combo game to be able to complement the kind of pressure you want to exert on Etalus to make sure that it's not too big of a reversal from Bagel if and when he does find that counter hit. But also, Ori don't really struggle to kill, especially on a stage like Julesvale.
Yeah, I mean, like you were saying earlier, being able to go off and get those edge guards with Clarion kind of risky. Ori doesn't have that problem. Look at how far out it's going. No fear. Just going out there trying to get those kills early.
Like as long as Ori's got sign with them, Ori's able to make this work. Off stage, on stage.
Yep. Oh, going off, getting the hit of the uppy startup to send SBS down. That is going to be a difficult option to contend with. Nice hold on the F-Strong there, though.
To be perfectly honest with you, Scooter, that situation right there was exactly what I was worried about for SBS's Clarion. But as we saw in practice, that's not something that Ori has to worry about. No. Neither is killing.
Jeez. I mean, the sign-empowered F-Strong is just going to pull him away from that wall. So there's no opportunity to tech off of it either. So that is going to be a very dangerous situation for Lord Bagel to deal with. Oh, no.
No, we're looking just fine.
We're alive. We're alive.
Ori is able to go that deep, able to go that far, and still stay just as aggressive. And it's all of that aggressive movement that Bagel has to watch out for as this set continues.
And as somebody who has to play against Ori a lot, I hate it.
I mean, you know yourself as a crack player, like you don't have all of the movement options in the world. Ori's got everything, but if there's one thing Ori is certain about, it's dying quickly because little fella is small, little fella is light.
Absolutely, and I mean, getting scooped up by that up smash, it is just guaranteed to get you in a lot of trouble.
Oh, a nice catch with the up special, but unfortunately eating some damage because of it. Plenty of things on Ori kill, not that button.
Nope. But that up air,
I want to do it.
You use it long enough, it becomes a kill move.
Yes, sir.
Oris will debate that to their death grave, that it is not a kill move. I will keep saying it absolutely is.
Oh, but Bagel out here on the hunt already. Got Ori. 96 and dead. That's all you need.
Doesn't matter if you got that sign coming at me. I'm just going to eat right through it and eat you up.
Fortune favors the bold, and Bagel definitely doing a good job of proving that because Bagel's just been living right in SBS's face, regardless of all the pressure that SBS is able to have.
Yeah, I mean, as good as Ori is at dealing with Etalus off stage, it feels like the scariest thing in the world when he's on stage because normally your speed's a huge factor in being able to take a match, but once he's got that ice down and he's just dashing around, the speed difference is gone.
I think one way that SBS has been doing a really good job of mitigating that ice pressure is practically living on the platforms of this stage. Like, you don't have to worry about that ice being on the ground if you're never on the ground.
True.
That's just how it is, and that's just game one.
And that's Etalus' recovery in a nutshell right there. You can get good height, but you have to charge it up, and while you do that, your opponent is free to come over there and beat the ever-living crap out of you.
Yeah, it's safe from below because of those spikes, which we even saw Bagel get a chance to use aggressively, but not so much from the top.
Yeah, which is usually the direction you would prefer your move to be safe in.
Indeed. Regardless, I still have plenty of hope for Bagel as we move along in this set because even though that was a very convincing performance from SBS, a little bit less active space on this stage is going to make this a very good counter pick, I feel, and plenty of opportunity to take more advantage of ice.
Absolutely. I mean, the more you can just be able to use that to control the ground and control the movement, it is going to be crucial against a character like Ori. But not much control you can do when you're getting up-aired constantly to over 80%.
Yeah, and SBS has just been doing a great job of building in that damage. There's not much else that can be said on that front. Like,
Yep.
Ori gets on you, Ori gets a lot of hits, and you're either dying or dead.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely the roughest spot to be an Etalus player. Oh, but a great parry. Gonna create an opening for Lord Bagel to get out of that horrible situation.
Unfortunately, just not enough damage to really make it substantial. It would have been a perfect opportunity to get the stock.
Goodbye. Oh, no. Just barely living that.
Not for long! Hey, remember when I said up special doesn't kill? I lied.
I mean, hey, hit like a feather because it is one, but once you're right next to the blast zone, it'll kill. You just have to put a lot of effort to get him up there.
It's like I was saying earlier when we were both surprised by the lack of Clarion here. No shortage in kill options, but same can very much be said for Etalus.
Yeah, I mean, just finding those huge hits against a light character like Ori can easily change the tide, so it's going to be on SBS to be able to keep up the play, keep up the pressure, and keep himself safe.
Actually, I really like that little situation there where we saw Lord Bagel not committing to moving onto the ice just yet because SBS was in such a good position to cover center stage off of that flat. And having that presence of mind of knowing when to go in or not is so pivotal when you're playing a larger character against the likes of Ori.
Oh, nice mix up there, using the down special to be able to change up when he reaches the ground. And the deck is not going to kill, but we got that ice armor, and we got a parry to death.
Put the armor right back on, keep it moving along because this is looking like a really good game too for Bagel.
Yep. Right now, that armor keeping him alive, but unfortunately allowing SBS to rack up a lot of damage and get the kill there. Even stocks between these two.
All right, pressure's on, but right away, SBS just on top of Bagel. Doing again to build up that damage and push the battle right off stage, exactly where Ori wants you.
Absolutely, and SBS not giving Lord Bagel a chance to get back to the stage easily. But forced to go back a little bit from that down special. Going to give Lord Bagel a chance to reset the neutral here and try and get some going.
Ooh.
But SBS not letting up here. Oh, there we go. Gets the parry.
Oh, I love that mix-up! All the damage to come from it, but no kill just yet. That's a fantastic position to be in if you're Bagel.
Yep, nice air dodge. Going to give you an opening. We're going to get the up throw. No, we're going to get a fair, and that is a stock.
I'm thinking SBS may have DI'd, assuming it was going to be the up aerial throw, what have you.
Yep.
You did not DI right for forward air.
No.
You were very dead there. Did not do yourself any favors.
Absolutely. So, I mean, that is a huge momentum shift for Lord Bagel here, and definitely something they needed in order to keep the game alive for them.
Just got to give everyone a reminder that the stakes are high at this point, and we are ending out this fucking a bang.
Yeah, and I mean, you had trouble killing Etalus off the side before? Welcome to Rockwall. Up air is now a kill move, one hit off the stage.
Yeah, this is certainly going to be a dangerous position to be in, although can't understate the fact that Ori is dying after a light touch.
Yeah, it's unfortunately a double-edged sword taking somebody to this stage because you're going to die quick. Wow, even has the armor already. This is a dire situation for SBS.
And it's crazy how this situation got as bad as it did so fast.
See,
but
one up air.
The scales even themselves. And that was all within the first 45 seconds.
Welcome to Rockwall, where the movement is quick, but the stocks are quicker. Oh, just able to barely avoid that down special. Oh, almost got that down strong too, but now it is back air city.
Oh, going for broke, although still able to come back. Unfortunately, met with the forward strong.
Yep, barely living, but unfortunately getting killed by a bear.
Yeah, now Bagel saw the opportunity and took it. Amazing.
Goodbye.
Crash sending out, and we'll be seeing you.
Man, I mean, just the speed that this match has been going by, it's just a little bit over a minute, and we're down 4 stocks between these two.
Like both players they can't afford to not kick it into overdrive at this point in the game. Competition's high and the stakes are higher. I was saying earlier, that loser's bracket's looking like a Shark Tank. You can't afford to be in there. You got to give it your all to stay here in winners.
Absolutely, and both these players just playing out of their mind, showing that they want this win. But the challenge is going to be finding that kill move, and Ori with the down air going to be able to send Etalus down, and this is a rough spot. No way back.
Great call out from SBS. It's going to give us the 2-1 count moving forward.
Yep.
But that game could have very easily fallen into Bagel favor.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he had the percentage, just needed to find that one opportunity. But SBS's movement, keeping him safe and finding the openings to be able to close that out. Lord Bagel gonna have to figure out a way to just pin this Ori down. And on a stage like this, might not have as many openings, but at least you have a few more platforms to move around with.
Yeah, this space is going to be very inviting to how Etalus can control with ice. And even without ice, just in general, is Nair and Up Air are doing a great job of being able to shark out that platform. But that's still a lot of vertically oriented space that Ori loves to navigate aggressively.
Yep, and unfortunately, trying to use those icicles not always going to be the option. An unfortunate SD there from Lord Bagel, not going to be able to find that wall to get himself out of free fall. That is going to be a rough start here when you need to be making a comeback. Right now, SBS just ramping it up, looking for the down air, not going to find it though. Outmaneuvering Bagel though, and giving himself a second chance.
There just seems to be such a consistent game plan for this offstage play. Because SBS still going to manage to find the kill. It brings us to the 3-1 count in the stocks immediately. And even with how dangerous it is to dip down with that down air, just so consistent with the movement from SBS. And we're just going right back off stage.
SBS, you're just being a bully now. Stop it. This bear's had enough.
This bear is still in it. He's not dead yet.
I mean, for how much longer is the question here?
A great stall from Bagel's, making sure just a little bit longer, but regardless, a strong pop-up from SBS with the 3-1 victory over Lord Bagel.
Yeah, and I mean, SBS has said he's not going to have a chance to make it out of that 50